Welcome to Knugget, the children's podcast of bite-sized stories. Grumpy Geese Nap Club. It was a breezy afternoon in Bumbleshire, and Pippa the Panda was strolling along the riverbank, humming her latest tune about donuts and doves. Suddenly, she heard a loud honking noise that startled her so much she nearly toppled into the water. "Who's there?" Pippa called, clutching her picnic basket. From behind a bush, a long wobbly neck poked out, followed by a pair of grumpy eyes. Then another, and another. Soon, 5 geese emerged, all glaring at Pippa like she had interrupted the most important meeting of their lives. "What's this?" Pippa asked, grinning. "A goose gang?" "We're not a gang," said the first goose, Harold, in a voice that sounded like gravel in a tin can. "We're the Grumpy Geese Nap Club." "Grumpy and proud," added Mildred, the smallest but sternest goose. "We're trying to take a nap until you came along humming and clomping like a parade," muttered Gerald, a particularly lanky goose. Pippa blinked. "A nap club? Sounds serious." "It is serious. Napping is an art, and we geese have perfected it." "But now we're awake, thanks to you," said Gerald, flopping dramatically onto the grass. "What do we do now?" he said. Pippa tapped her chin. "How about an adventure? Maybe some fun will make you, less grumpy?" The geese exchanged looks. "Fun?" Harold repeated like it was a foreign word. "Just trust me," Pippa said. Pippa led the geese to a meadow filled with wildflowers where bees buzzed and butterflies flitted. "We could play tag," she suggested. "Tag?" Mildred squawked. "We have long necks, stubby legs, and bad attitudes. We're not built for speed." But Pippa was already tapping Harold on the wing. "Tag, you're it!" What followed was the most chaotic game of tag Bumbleshire had ever seen. The geese honked and waddled after Pippa with surprising speed, their necks flailing like garden hoses. Mildred accidentally tripped over a daisy, Harold got tangled in a butterfly net, and Gerald got so dizzy from running in circles that he plopped onto his back, honking, "That's it, I'm done." After collapsing in a heap of feathers and fur, the group decided running wasn't their forte. "Fine," Pippa said. "What about a talent show? Everyone can show off their best skill." The geese perked up at this idea. Harold demonstrated his ability to balance an apple on his head while honking, "Twinkle, twinkle, little star." Mildred performed a dramatic goose dance that involved flapping and squawking and a lot of stomping. Gerald showed off his ultimate nap pose, which really just involved lying completely still while snoring loudly. "Impressive! Bravo!" Pippa cheered. She joined in by juggling her picnic snacks, though she accidentally flung a sandwich into a tree, which Harold promptly retrieved like a grumpy golden retriever. After all the antics, the geese began to grumble about being tired. "We're not built for this much excitement," Harold said, flopping onto the grass. Mildred sighed. "I suppose we could let Pippa join the nap club just this once." Pippa gasped. "Really? I've never been in a nap club before." The geese arranged themselves in a circle, their long necks creating a cozy feathered fort, and Pippa plopped down right in the middle, snuggled softly into the grass. As the wind rustled the trees and the river babbled nearby, the Grumpy Geese Nap Club fell into a peaceful snooze. When they woke up, the geese weren't quite as grumpy as before. "Okay," Harold admitted, "you're not the worst nap guest we've ever had." Agreed. And your antics weren't terrible. Does this mean we're friends now? Pippa asked. The geese exchanged looks and then gave a collective honk that Pippa took as a yes. From that day on, Pippa was an honorary member of the Grumpy Geese Nap Club. And while the geese still loved their naps, they found themselves looking forward to the occasionally silly adventure with their favorite panda. Because even the grumpiest geese need a little fun sometimes. That's all for today's episode of the Knugget Podcast, the children's podcast with bite-sized stories just for you. We hope you've enjoyed following along with the 12 days of Pippa the Panda's adventures. Will Pippa and her friends conquer their fears, solve their mysteries, and spread cheer? You'll have to tune in tomorrow to find out. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you never miss a nugget-sized tale. Thanks for listening, friends. Until next time, keep your imaginations big and your hearts even bigger. Bye-bye.